Hi, everyone. Kathleen Ennis-Durstine here, Manager of Chaplaincy Services at Children's National Hospital. We are continuing our podcast with our staff chaplains, helping you get to know each one of us a little bit better, our uniqueness, the ways in which we serve this institution, and how you might reach out and connect with us if you would like to do that. I am with Matthew Schlageter today. I'm going to ask him to introduce himself to you, tell you what areas he covers in the hospital, and anything else he feels important at the moment. Hey, Matt.
Hello. So my name is Matthew Schlageter. I cover 5 East, including surgical care and neuroscience. I cover both of our emergency departments, the one at Sheikh Zayed campus as well as the one on Southern Avenue. And I also work on the bioethics committee, one of the subcommittees of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. And I work a lot with staff support, especially with our medical residency program here at Children's.
Keeps you just a little busy.
Just a little busy, yes.
Yeah.
Spread pretty far throughout 2 campuses, really.
Really, exactly, yeah. What do you like to do in your spare time, if I ever give you any?
So some of the things I really enjoy doing are things like being outdoors. I love having my 4-legged daughter take me for walks. Chrissy is great about doing that. She doesn't mind at all. I love going to the Arboretum. I enjoy going for hikes, walks outside, finding new places to explore. Love reading, especially nonfiction. I also enjoy working out and relaxing and being at home and watching mindless TV sometimes.
Okay.
And my wife and I enjoy taking day trips every so often and just exploring the area.
Yeah. So I know that you've been in chaplaincy since the beginning of your ministry. Tell us a little bit about how you sort of experienced your calling and how you got into pediatric chaplaincy.
So it definitely has not been a very straightforward process for me, as most people would probably say about their own sense of calling. Initially, I wanted to go into parishes, go in as an associate for youth and young adults with a church.
Oh, okay.
But the summer before I started seminary, I actually went and worked at a camp in Central Florida, one of Paul Newman's hole-in-the-wall gang camps, a camp by the name of Camp Boggy Creek.
Were there alligators there?
There were no alligators that we saw of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we definitely made sure to stay away from them, though.
Yeah, I have an alligator paranoia.
Yes. So we always made sure we stayed away from them.
Okay.
But so that really introduced me to the world of pediatrics. And so when I was in seminary, working through hoping to become a parish minister, I held that in the back of my mind. And so when I did a class on the Intro to Pastoral Care, in which we had to do some hours in a hospital, I really enjoyed the chaplaincy.
Okay.
But I was like, but I still love working with kids.
Okay.
So that summer I did an internship at a children's hospital in Atlanta and really realized this is it. This is where my calling is.
Wow.
And so after my 3rd year of seminary, when I graduated, I stayed in Atlanta and did 2 years of residency work. And a year and a half of that was at another children's hospital in Atlanta. And that cemented it for me.
Okay.
Spent my last 6 months at Emory University Hospital. Enjoyed it, but did not feed me nearly as much as working with the kids.
Okay. Okay. Well, for one, I'm glad that you found a passion in pediatrics. That clinical pastoral education that is part of our training to get here, what did you find helpful about it?
I think the idea of being fully enmeshed in a team, in the work every day, 50 plus hours a week, really makes one find ways to find balance in your life. How do you find balance when you spend so much time and so much energy in your work, but then find fulfillment outside of work as well, especially when time is limited.
Yeah.
It also really teaches you how to become embedded in a team. When you get to work with a team all day, every day, the same people, you really learn ways to make those connections and become not only the chaplain to the patients and families, but to the staff as well.
Okay.
And become a member of the clinical team.
Mm-hmm.
So those are a couple of the things that I think is helpful to do a full-time CPE or clinical pastoral education residency, more than just a couple of weeks, but to really do it for a year or two, you really have to figure out how to do this long term.
You sure do. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to come back to that, but I know another one of your big passions is animals.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about that?
So I mentioned my four-legged daughter a little while ago. Chrissy is her name. She is a part Parson Russell Terrier and part Poodle. And my wife and I fully believe in adopting animals and not finding a breeder out there someplace and buying an animal, but actually adopting them. Because these are animals that, through no fault of their own, have been sometimes left or given up or whatever. And so being able to go and adopt animals who want love and want to share their love with people as much as anybody else is a big thing for me, and I don't regret that at all. I'm also a vegetarian, and so there's a part of me that initially did it for health reasons, but I also believe in vegetarianism as an from an ethical stance as well, of just knowing how animals are treated in some of the factories in which they are slaughtered is key for me.
Okay. Thank you, because I know that that's really important to you.
It is.
Yeah.
It is very important to me.
So in terms of your chaplaincy work here at Children's, what are you not doing that you'd like to do?
What am I not doing that I would like to do? That is a good question, and one that I've not really thought much about. Because I really feel that since I've been here, I really have been able to step into roles that I have not been able to prior for various reasons. And so I really feel like I've been able to explore some things and fulfill some hopes and dreams and desires of mine. And I feel like as things have come up, passions come up, or areas where I feel that we can do better as a department or as an institution, as I explore them with you, we figure out a way to make it work. And that's been one of the things I've really appreciated about working here is it really is a team effort. As any of us have seen blind spots or holes in things, we explore it together as a team and find ways to fill those needs.
Great. Well, thanks for that. I appreciate that feedback. But also for just being a part of this team that works very hard and accomplishes a great deal. I'm grateful for all of you. Before we wrap up today, I want to know what the best book is you've read in the last year.
Best book I've read in the last year. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the book right now, but it had to do with doubting your faith and questioning your faith, and what does that look like, and giving people permission to do just that.
Okay.
Because whether we like it or not, I feel like we all experience doubt in our fundamental core beliefs at times. Regardless of if you're religious or spiritual or however you define yourself, there are times in our lives where things don't seem right, don't seem fair, and how do we handle that? How do we work with that instead of work against that? And so it was just a really good book to be able to go, no, it really is okay to doubt sometimes. To doubt. And to get mad and to stomp your foot, even if we can't find answers.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I know we're going to be revisiting all of this from time to time.
Yeah.
I am just really grateful that you were able to take time with us today and share some of your history and some of your dreams and some of your passions with us. So thanks again, Matt.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing this time with us every time we come to you.